I think the reason why we are really in the predicament we're in is because the majority of Americans or human beings, definitely America, because it has not been taught in the education system, was removed from the education system some time ago, and that is critical thought. Critical thought. I think everyone is trying so hard to wear their mask and fit into a group to fill some type of acceptance, some type of substance, some type of being, some type of belonging, that everything has become gang. Democrats and Republicans are two different gang members, you know. But these gang members work together. There's other gangs that do work together. You know, there's motorcycle clubs which, by law, are considered gangs, and they work together, right? What is a gang? Some people always associate gangs with urban. The Ku Klux Klan are a gang, definitely a gang, a very large organized gang with law enforcement and politicians and doctors and lawyers and cooks and all kinds of actors and actresses that you probably wouldn't know. I'm not going to say that. I think this is really about critical thinking. We have handed over our power to a group of people that call themselves our government, that are supposed to look out for the interest of the people. So you guys always scream about your founding fathers, you always scream about that. But you still have a government that is so massive, so immense, so entrenched, so interwoven into your society and your existence that you can't just dismantle it. Your education system is your enemy. You know they're teaching you lies, but you say nothing. And if you do, they come after you. They'll even try to take your children from you because your children are no longer your property. I think some of you know that already. I think some of you are actually faced that when you find out your kids, they don't belong to you. If you say something someone don't like, they get your kids taken away. Whatever. What I'm saying, bottom line, this whole rambling conversation being spewed from my ass is that we don't know how to think for ourselves. We don't know how to look at something critically or say, you know what, I wonder why this is that way. The internet's not going to tell you. You have to go to a library, if you still have one, and get books and cross-reference those books with other books, at least 3. Get the cross-reference for the history and the information to make sure that's legit and solid. And yes, your books some of your books are definitely controlled by your government. And tell you what you can publish, what you can't publish, what you can copyright, what you can't copyright, what you can have, what you can hold, and what you can. Your right to happiness and liberty has been turned to hate and war. Instead of the right to live in happiness. Can you imagine if everybody was able to work, and if everybody was able to take care of their families, and if they wouldn't have an enemy to blame shit on? Everyone's working. I'm not talking about communism or socialism for the government. I'm saying everyone's able to take care of the most important thing, either themselves or their families. They would be sitting around talking about it's their fault and their fault and it's these people's fault and that people's fault. These have been stripped away from you as a society, as human beings. You have been placed for a very long time in survival mode, and nothing survives in survival mode. And what do I mean by nothing survives? Love is out the window. It's all about need and fulfillment, in the sense, can you give me something? Are you valuable to me at this moment? That's not relationships. That's not even That's not a society. That's not a healthy society, at least. Nothing beautiful thrives when you're starving, man. Nothing beautiful thrives from survival mode. It's going to get worse, man. It's going to get worse. Until the human race follows what Christ said. You people all must come together on one accord. And the person that is against you wants you divided as much as possible. All of you, every single one of you, even people of the LGBT community. This division is by design. It is by perfect understanding of human psyche. How many people right now who are listening, probably just one or two people, sat down and said to themselves, who am I? Who am I really? What mask am I wearing? What does not align with me? If you're not a compassionate person, I can't ask you to be aligned with compassion. If you're not a moral person or a sane person, a hateful person, a judgmental person, and we all like to judge. We get taught that. We've been taught that. That has been, our TV shows teach us that. Nice program, right? And you get your music, which is a program. Everything's in categories there, right? Separation, more separation. I mean, I understand, because I'm looking for a country record. I don't want to be in jazz. I'm looking for jazz. I don't want to be in bluegrass. Two different extremes of music. Beautiful, but very different. And that's what we have become, very different towards each other. Humans are walking out in the world with nothing but hate in their heart and the ability to harm someone because of that hate. What you do not understand, the harm that's happening is to all of you. Your hatred will be your downfall, and rightfully so. Because in the Christ consciousness, hatred is definitely not going to be acceptable. I think you need to read your Bible. I think you need to learn how to read. I think you need to learn how to read your Bible without someone telling you. When it says, judge ye not, yet ye be judged. And yet, doing it all the time. Calling 911 on someone out of a judgment. And you know, by calling 911, you're hoping that they'll teach him a lesson or her a lesson, right? That hatred right there. You will not enter the kingdom. You won't even see, you'll get I think God said you shall see a glimpse of the kingdom before you are, before he destroys you. All that wickedness, all that hate in your heart, you gotta pay. And we ain't doing nothing at all. And you see how you're suffering. We're just not even doing anything. Having some tea. Myself, I prefer popcorn. I prefer popcorn with organic butter, organic popcorn, and not Himalayan salt. I have to put something naughty on there, like some sachet seasoning on there. You know, maybe a little bit of paprika. Can't enjoy life, man. You're full of hate. And this is something that I have to go through. Because every time someone does something wicked, my heart fills with hatred for that being. And if I see anyone standing by and letting that happen, they're just as complicit. And I hate them. It's something I'm working on. So we all got a lot of work to do, man. We got to learn to love. We got to learn to take care of one another, because the government's not going to take care of us anymore. We're going to have to start growing our food, and you guys are going to have to start getting your water rights, because they're going to take your water from you, and you people are going to have to protect each other. I'm not talking about white protecting white, and black protecting black. We're going to protect our own. We have to, because we're more divided than anybody on this planet. We are the most divided ethnicity, I believe. We have to work together. But what I mean too is white people are going to have to. heal their people. No one is going to be able to heal your people but you. No one's going to be able to teach your people what you're going to go through is what we already went through. That's why it's not affecting us the way it's affecting you. We've lived this way ever since we've been here, even worse. So we're very used to it. Doesn't make us complicit because you brought it here. So we've already warned you, we've already bled, we've already died, we've already fought to have rights that every person who comes from all over the world comes here to enjoy and call us a nigger. So we're not going to help you this time. We may not even be able to advise you this time. I think you're living by the way of your ancestors. And that is why we are in the dilemma that we are in.